Have you ever noticed how life seems to test our resilience when we least expect it? Sudden losses, unexpected illnesses, injustices at work, arguments that disturb the peace at home, and even that suffocating feeling of not having control over what's happening around us. These situations aren't exceptions, they're certainties of human existence. Escaping them is impossible, and denying them only makes the pain worse. The real question is, how can we remain strong when everything falls apart? How can we control our emotions and become unshakable even in the face of the worst? Denying pain doesn't make it disappear. Pretending that nothing will affect us is just an illusion. Sooner or later, life confronts us with situations we simply cannot avoid. What truly strengthens us is not running away, but mentally preparing ourselves to face the inevitable. This is where Stoicism becomes a powerful weapon, a philosophy that teaches us how to cultivate calm, clarity, and inner strength, even when everything seems to be against us. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, lived in Rome during the 1st century. Advisor to Emperor Nero and author of works such as Letters to Lucilius, he left teachings that have endured for centuries. His reflections weren't theoretical, they were practical. They aimed to train the mind to endure loss, control emotions, and find serenity in the midst of chaos. In this video, you'll discover 6 Stoic principles that can transform the way you deal with your emotions and make your mind unshakable in the face of difficulties. Each one is simple yet powerful, capable of changing the way you see life. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. That way you won't miss any content that strengthens your mind.
Pillar 1. Accept what cannot be controlled. Quote from Epictetus, "It's not things themselves that disturb us, but the opinions we have about them." The first step to becoming unshakable is understanding the difference between what depends on you and what lies beyond your reach. The Stoics believed that the root of human suffering is trying to control the uncontrollable. We live in an age of anxiety, bad news arriving by the minute, economic crises, political shifts, people who disappoint us. Many spend hours replaying what should have or could have happened without realizing this inner struggle is a battle that can never be won. Imagine someone suddenly losing their job. The first reaction is usually anger, despair, or guilt, but none of these emotions bring the job back. What's truly in our power is how we choose to respond, learning new skills, seeking new opportunities, strengthening the mind. Simple practical exercise. Take a sheet of paper and divide it into 2 columns. In the first, write everything that's beyond your control: the weather, the economy, other people's opinions, decisions made by others. In the second, write only what is under your command: your attitude, your habits, your daily effort. Every time you feel anxiety rising, revisit this list and redirect your energy only toward the second column. Immediate and lasting benefit? By practicing this exercise, you release an enormous mental burden. Your focus shifts from the external chaos to your inner domain. In the short term, this brings calm. In the long term, it builds resilience. You become someone who doesn't waste energy fighting uncontrollable winds, but adjusts the sails to navigate more wisely. Now that we understand the importance of accepting what cannot be controlled, a new question arises. If we don't control events, what is it that we truly hold in our hands? This is where the next Stoic principle reveals the hidden power of self-discipline.
Pillar 2. Master your impulses. Quote from Seneca, "It is every man's duty, if he lives by his own standards, to ensure his life is not out of harmony with his words." Mastering impulses means acting with awareness instead of automatically reacting to emotions. For the Stoics, being ruled by anger, desire, or fear opens the door to harmful decisions and future regrets. Emotional discipline strengthens the mind and builds inner stability. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded with stimuli, social media, endless notifications, work pressures, and relationship demands. It's easy to react impulsively, sending an angry message, spending compulsively, procrastinating, or giving in to harmful habits. Imagine a difficult day at work. A colleague unfairly criticizes your project, and you instantly feel anger rising. The automatic reaction would be to respond aggressively, but that would only escalate the conflict and increase your stress. Simple, practical exercise. Before acting, take 3 deep breaths. Ask yourself, is my action aligned with my values, or is it just impulse? This small habit slows down the mind and allows for more conscious choices. Immediate and lasting benefit. In the short term, it reduces conflict and prevents hasty decisions. In the long term, it builds a resilient and balanced mind capable of facing challenges without being shaken by fleeting emotions. With mastery over impulses, the mind becomes stronger. But how can we prepare it for the challenges life will inevitably bring? The next Stoic principle teaches us to anticipate adversity and strengthen ourselves proactively.
Pillar 3. Prepare yourself for adversity. Quote from Seneca, "All the terms of our human condition should be kept before our eyes." The Stoics taught the practice of negative visualization, imagining potential challenges and losses to reduce the emotional impact when they arise. Anticipating difficulties is not pessimism, but a mental exercise that strengthens resilience and sharpens clarity of thought. Many people are caught off guard by adversity, unemployment, financial crises, family conflicts. When taken by surprise, the emotional shock can be paralyzing, making it difficult to act rationally. Imagine owning a house with deep sentimental value. By considering the possibility of losing it to a fire or natural disaster, you not only learn to appreciate it more in the present, but also prepare yourself mentally for the unexpected, without despair if it actually happens. Simple, practical exercise. Set aside 5 to 10 minutes a day to reflect on possible challenges in your life. Visualize them in detail and ask yourself, how could I respond calmly and effectively? This practice trains your mind to remain steady under pressure. Immediate and lasting benefit. In the short term, it cultivates gratitude for what you already have. In the long term, it builds courage and adaptability, enabling you to face any adversity with serenity and confidence. Accepting and preparing for adversity strengthens the mind. But how can we transform challenges into true growth? The next Stoic principle reveals how voluntarily embracing difficulties can expand your strength even further. Pillar 4. Voluntarily embrace difficulties. Quote from Seneca, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, just as labor does the body." The Stoics practiced voluntary discomfort, intentionally seeking challenges to train resilience and mental discipline. Facing chosen hardships prepares the mind for unexpected obstacles and strengthens inner courage. Today, many people avoid any kind of discomfort, whether it's public speaking, facing criticism, or dealing with adverse situations. This avoidance limits personal growth and increases anxiety when inevitable challenges arise. Take, for example, someone who fears public speaking. By voluntarily choosing to face this fear, joining groups or giving presentations at work, they initially feel discomfort and anxiety. But with each experience, their confidence grows and their reaction to fear diminishes. Simple, practical exercise. Choose a small discomfort. Take a cold shower, sleep without a pillow, or tackle a task you've been avoiding. Practice it consciously, allowing yourself to feel the discomfort and observe your emotions without reacting impulsively.
Immediate and lasting benefit. In the short term, you realize fears are smaller than they seemed. In the long term, you build courage, discipline, and gratitude, enhancing your ability to handle any unexpected challenge. Voluntarily accepting difficulties strengthens the mind. But what about when we're tempted to fall into victimhood in the face of inevitable adversity? The next Stoic principle teaches how to avoid the trap of a victim mentality.
Pillar 5. Avoid victimhood. Quote from Seneca: "A man is not affected by events, but by the view he takes of them." Stoic philosophy teaches the dichotomy of control, distinguishing between what we can control and what we cannot. Embracing amor fati, the love of fate, allows us to face every situation as an opportunity for growth, avoiding the trap of a victim mentality. Today, it's easy to feel wronged, missed promotions, criticism, complicated relationships, or negative news. This mindset of victimhood breeds resentment, frustration, and emotional paralysis. Imagine working hard for a promotion only to see it given to someone else. Instead of feeling wronged and blaming others, you can apply the dichotomy of control. Accept the situation, focus on what you can improve, and plan your next steps. Simple, practical exercise. Write down a recent situation that left you frustrated. Divide it into 2 columns, one for what you can control and the other for what is beyond your reach. Direct your energy only to the first column. Then reflect on how this approach changes your perception of the situation. Immediate and lasting benefit. In the short term, it reduces stress and anger. In the long term, it strengthens emotional autonomy, increases clarity, and enhances your ability to make rational decisions regardless of external circumstances. When we let go of victimhood, we gain clarity. But how can we ensure ongoing growth and deeper self-knowledge? The next Stoic principle shows us the importance of solitude and introspection.
Pillar 6. Spend time in solitude. Quote from Seneca: "Withdraw into yourself as much as you can." Solitude allows for introspection, self-reflection, and personal growth. Stepping away from external distractions strengthens the mind, clears your thoughts, and deepens your understanding of emotions and decisions, promoting true self-knowledge. Today, constant digital connection, endless notifications, and social obligations leave little room for reflection. Without pauses, the mind becomes overloaded, decisions turn impulsive, and self-awareness diminishes. Take, for example, a busy professional who spends days surrounded by people and tasks. By setting aside time for solitude, walking alone in nature, or reflecting quietly at night, they find clarity about priorities, values, and important decisions while restoring mental energy. Simple practical exercise. Set aside 20 to 30 minutes a day to disconnect. Turn off your phone, step away from social media, and do something that fosters introspection. Write in a journal, meditate, or walk in silence. Observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Immediate and lasting benefit. In the short term, it brings clarity and reduces stress. In the long term, it strengthens the mind, deepens self-awareness, and improves decision-making, creating a more balanced and intentional life. With these pillars in practice, you develop resilience, self-control, and mental clarity. But how can you integrate all of this into daily life to become truly unshakable? Let's move on to the conclusion and final synthesis. Now that we've explored the 6 Stoic pillars for developing an unshakable mind, focusing on the present, mastering impulses, preparing for adversity, embracing voluntary difficulties, avoiding victimhood, and spending time in solitude, it's time to integrate them into your daily life. Apply one pillar at a time, starting with the one that resonates most with you today. Pay attention to your thoughts and reactions when faced with small challenges. Ask yourself, am I acting according to my principles, or am I being driven by fleeting emotions? Through daily practice, you'll create powerful mental habits that strengthen your resilience, self-control, and clarity. Choose one simple exercise today, perhaps dedicating 10 minutes to negative visualization or setting aside a period of solitude for reflection. By consistently incorporating small actions, you train your mind to remain calm, rational, and centered, even in the face of life's inevitable adversities. Remember, transformation doesn't happen all at once, but step by step, through steady and intentional practice. Every moment you apply these principles is an opportunity to grow stronger, to cultivate resilience, and to live with greater purpose, serenity, and self-mastery. If you feel these teachings can transform your mind and your life, share this video with someone who needs to hear it today. Help spread Stoic wisdom and inspire others to build resilience and self-mastery. And to continue your journey of growth and mental strength, explore the other videos available on this channel and dive even deeper into Stoic philosophy. Take this opportunity to expand your discipline, sharpen your clarity of mind, and transform the way you respond to life.